Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get your tickets for the Truth About the Game seminar. Space is limited, so get your tickets today. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I wanted to explain, the difference between the nice guy and the bad boy and what that really means. Because a lot of dudes still, they don't get it. Because, I put out this video the other day where I was interviewing, this model, Whitney. Make sure you checked it out. And we were talking about nice guys and bad boys, and I titled the video "Nice Guys Are Boring." And so there was a lot of dudes in the comments, and they're like, "Man, fuck this shit. These girls are crazy, and that's why they be getting played, because they don't appreciate the nice guys, and I'm a nice guy, and and why do I have to change myself, and this is fucked up," and all this other stuff, right? See, guys have, they don't understand the concept of the nice guy and the bad boy. When we're talking about the dating game. See, first we got to start with that. What you have to understand is that when we talk about the nice guy and the bad boy, we're talking about that in the context of the dating game, right? So those are just like archetypes. Those are just like, sort of words we use for, explaining different types of guys in the game, right? What you have to understand is the nice guy doesn't mean nice person, okay? The nice guy doesn't mean nice person. So this is why guys get confused. They're like, well, I'm a nice guy. No. We're not talking about you being a nice person. We're talking about the archetype of a nice guy in the dating game. So nice guy doesn't mean nice person. And also bad boy doesn't mean bad person. You understand what I'm saying? Bad boy doesn't mean bad person. When we're talking about bad boy, we're talking about bad boy in the context of the dating game. We're talking about a certain archetype. We're talking about a certain type of person. You understand? So what you have to understand is that the nice guy and the bad boy are opposites. They're the yin and the yang. You understand? So you're going to have nice guys, you're going to have bad boys, you're going to have bad boys, you're going to have nice guys. What you have to understand is the nice guy doesn't necessarily mean nice person, and the bad boy doesn't necessarily mean bad person. So all of you guys who are actually nice people, relax. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Yeah, like, oh my God. Do I have to be an asshole? Do I have to go out here and start being crazy and do, ridiculous? No, and I'm going to explain, that in a second. Because see, when I talk about the nice guy and the bad boy and being a certain type of archetype, the nice guy is the same thing as saying someone who's, like a simp. That's the same as saying the nice guy. To a certain extent, saying someone's a beta male, that's to an extent saying the nice guy. Even my dude Ron Wills, he calls it non-select. That's the nice guy. You understand? So there's so many different ways to explain the nice guy. And this is why we're talking about in the context of the dating game. When we talk about the bad boy, another way of saying the bad boy is like the player, the alpha, like my dude Ron Wills would say the select. Another way of saying the bad boy is the Mac. You understand? So I just want you guys to understand just the different terms and what we're really talking about when we're talking about the bad boy and the nice guy. Remember, the nice guy we're not just talking about a nice person, and the bad boy isn't just talking about the bad person. In fact, and I'm going to talk about this later, but I want to say this now. You can be a nice person and also be a bad boy. I'm going to say that again. You could be a nice person and also be a bad boy. And also, you could be a bad person and be a nice guy. You can be a bad person and be a nice guy. I'm going to explain that a little later, but let's, just keep that in mind. But I'm going to explain that later. Now, the thing that guys don't understand is because, I talked about this in my book, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, which all of you should have because it's free. Go to MrLocario.com to download that or watch the Magnificent 10, video. And I was talking about how, the nice guy is phony. the nice guy is an act, right? And that none of you guys listening to this are actually nice guys. See, the nice guy is something you have to put on. It's something that you're doing that's not really you. Because the thing is, you start acting nice to the girl when you're dealing with her instead of being yourself. See, when you're being yourself, you get more to the direction of the bad boy, of being that bad boy type of guy. When you are going away from being yourself and trying to impress her and trying to kiss her ass and suck her butt, you feel what I'm saying? Then you are being that nice guy. So, for example, let me give you some examples of what nice guys do. These nice guys in the dating game. And some of you might be doing this, and this is why you are considered a nice guy, right? So, for example, let's say you are hanging out with a girl and y'all supposed to go on a date or something to the movies or some shit. And she wants to see a movie that you don't want to see, right? And then what you end up doing is you end up seeing it anyway because you don't want to get her upset. You don't want to, get her, you don't want to ruffle any feathers by saying, hey, I don't want to see that movie. Let's see another one. You understand? So you just go along to see that movie with her because you want her to like you. Again, that's an act. That's not really what you want to do. That's not really who you are. You see what I'm saying? You really want to see some other shit and you're just going along with her. Another example is a girl wants to see you on, let's say you're trying to set up a date and the girl says she's free Friday, right? But you're busy Friday. So what you do is you cancel all your plans that you were going to do on Friday just to see her on Friday. That's some nice guy shit. You're doing all this shit to accommodate her to get her to like you. Another example is a girl says something you disagree with and you agree with her. You truly disagree with the shit she's saying, but you just agree with her because you think agreeing with her is going to get her to like you. Again, you're putting on that act. This is not who you really are. This is not how you really feel. And so therefore you are, just going along to get along. You understand? Another example is a girl does or said some stupid shit and you don't call her out on it. You just let it slide. You just sort of just let it go because you're like, well, I like her. She's so hot. I don't want to, you understand? That's nice guy shit. Now, see, the bad boy, right? I'm going to go through these examples again and tell you how the bad boy does it. Girl wants to see the movie that you don't want to see. The bad boy is like, listen, I'm not really trying to see that shit. So, we could pick another movie we both like, or we could do something else. That's what the bad boy does. Next example, girl wants to see the guy on Friday, but he's busy on Friday. The bad boy says, yo, I'm busy Friday. Let's get together Saturday or something, right? He doesn't change his plans because he's trying to get with the girl. Now, the next example, the girl says something that, you disagree with, right? The bad boy disagrees with her. He doesn't go along with the shit she's saying. He's like, nah, I'm not feeling that. You saying some dumb shit, whatever. That this is what it is. This is what I believe. He's just letting her know what it is. Last example, girl does some, nonsense. And what happens is the bad boy calls her out on the nonsense. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't let it slide. He's like, yo, you're doing some bullshit right now. Now, looking at these examples, you can see the difference between the nice guy and the bad boy, right? So it's not that, because a lot of times when guys think of the bad boy, they think of some fucked up dude that's smacking chicks in the face and pissing on them and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. You understand? And so there are guys who are like that, who are going to be on that type of shit. And that's an extreme type of example. And there are certain girls who are going to stick with those guys because they're, extremely insecure and it is what it is. But really, the bad boy is just the honest dude. This is why I call myself the bad boy of the dating game. You understand? It's about being yourself, being real, being what you're about. Because what happens is that when you're dealing with these girls and you're like, just being real and authentic, what happens is that comes off real and authentic because that's what you're really about. And so she's getting sort of like a taste of who you really are, and you seem real. You don't seem phony. It's kind of like, when you go to, or you're at work and everybody's all smiles and being all fake and shit. Hey, how are you? How's your day going? How's the kids? Oh, that's great. Oh, hey, what's up? That's how you guys sound to women when you're doing that nice guy shit. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of just keeping shit funky, keeping shit real, keeping shit honest. You understand? This is why, sometimes, when you talk to a chick and you're interacting with her, let's say at a party or at a club, at an event or whatever, and you talking to her and you just straight up be like, listen, man, you hot as fuck. Like, what when we gonna get together and get it popping? Like, what's good? When you get in that direction of just being on some sexual shit, because she knows that you are sexually attracted to her. So she sort of sees that already. So when you say it and you're about it and everything in your words and your actions are dictating that, you understand? Then she sees you as more real, and then she respects that more, and then she gravitates to that. The worst is when she sees a guy who she knows is interested in her, and he's being on some super nice shit. He's not really being assertive and saying what he wants. So he goes up to her. He's like, so, hey, how are you? And are you from around here? And so what do you like to do? And, like just all some goofy shit. And she's just like, oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different vibe. And so the thing is, that nice guy, quote unquote, he don't want to talk about no bullshit like that. He wants to get down to business, but he's too scared to actually be himself. You see what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, when I was talking about how, the nice person can be the bad boy, and the bad person can be the nice guy. And when I say, nice person, bad person, I'm not saying like, you're super evil, no. I'm just saying you could be a nice person, a cool guy, a chill dude, and still be considered and looked at as the bad boy type, that bad boy vibe. And also, you could be a fucking dick and an asshole and a quote unquote bad person, and also be looked at as the nice guy, right? So for example, this is an example of a nice person, a cool guy who's looked at as the bad boy. So let's say, for example, this guy's chilling with this girl and, he's trying to have some sex with her, but, or he's hanging out with her and he's trying to make something happen, but she's sort of fronting, right? So the guy who's the nice person, who's also the bad boy, he'll let her know, he'll be like, listen, I'm trying to make something happen with you. Right now, you seem like you ain't trying to do nothing. So listen, you got my number. So call me. I'm going to leave now, but call me when you trying to make something happen. I'm not trying to sit here up all night just talking to you. Hit me up when you want to make something happen. And then he leaves. Right? That's what, like, the guy who's the nice, cool, chill person, but also has that bad boy vibe. That's what he's doing. Now, you have the guy who's the bad person or the asshole or the jerk, but he's also putting on that nice guy act. And this happens a lot where, let's say, for example, the nice guy takes out the girl, he wines and dines her, takes her out on a nice, expensive meal and shit, acts like he just wants to get to know her and all this other stuff, right? And then what happens is that they go on a date, and then the girl, let's say she like calls him or something and texts him, and she's like, hey, I really had a nice time, but I just don't feel the vibe. I don't think there's any chemistry between us. I don't think it's a good match. I think we should just be friends, right? So then the nice guy, quote unquote, who is also the asshole and the jerk, what he's going to do, he's going to text her back and he's going to be like, oh, that's so fucked up. And this is why, you whores are bullshit, because a guy treats you nice and takes you out on a dinner and a nice, and shows you a nice time, and you treat him like shit. Fuck you. You understand that? That's what nice guys do. You understand? So he's actually an asshole. This is why I'm saying that the nice person can be considered the bad boy, and the bad person or the asshole could also be considered the nice guy. Because a lot of nice guys, quote unquote, are assholes.
Because when they don't get their way after they put up that nice guy act of trying to be, oh, I'm a nice person, I'm a nice dude, and then the girl doesn't give him what he wants, he gets all butthurt and upset. You see what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of chicks don't fuck with nice guys, because they see that shit from a mile away. They see you doing that little nice guy act, trying to impress her, trying to do a whole bunch of bullshit, trying to be extra nice. And because the thing is, you're not this phony type of nice guy you that act you put up all the time. Just like when you're at work, all that, hey, how's your day going? How's it going? Oh, so how's the kids? Blah, blah, blah. You're not like that all the time. You're like that because you're at work, and you're putting on an act because you're at work. So you're putting on an act with the girl because you're with the girl because you think this is the act I need to put on in order to get her to like me. You are displaying those nice guy characteristics. She stays away from that because what she realizes that at the end of the day, if she's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling you or whatever, or this and that, you gonna wild out and act the goddamn fool. You feel what I'm saying? So this I just want you guys to understand the difference of what this is and what's going on. All right. So I hope that helped all of you so-called quote unquote nice guys to understand why you're having trouble, why these chicks aren't fucking with you, why chicks gravitate to the bad boy. You understand? And the thing is, you got to understand, like I said earlier, you are not a nice guy. So stop acting like one. Okay? Be your motherfucking self. If you be yourself, you're going to get more chicks into you, and no chick will ever look at you or say you're the nice guy. You understand? Because remember, we're talking about the nice guy and the bad boy. Those are just two different archetypes in the dating game. All right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get your tickets for the Truth About the Game seminar. Space is limited, so get your tickets today.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.